all of us in this room here, all members of, a lot of members of the Oireachtas would have had good engagement with your organisation over the years in different settings, be it in Glencree or in other meeting places. And I think it was always very important, as Barbara pointed out at the beginning, that the privacy and those meetings that they were private and confidential as such, to ensure that people who participated in those meetings regarded it as a safe space. So I compliment you on your work over the years. And could I just say that I know from speaking to some members of the board that you operate a very tight ship. Funding is not always that easy to come against, and I'm sure all of us here, members of the Dáil and Seanad, would appeal to departments or statutory agencies to support your work. I think Pat pointed out there very clearly that there are huge legacy issues to be dealt with, and Barbara quite rightly pointed out the conflict and the way it affected women in particular, and those legacy issues that still carry on, and unfortunately the violence against women as well. And of course, unfortunately, we haven't got away from the polarisation of politics. Hopefully we will, and I wish both governments and all the political parties in Northern Ireland well in their talks that commenced yesterday. We sincerely hope that early 2020 would bring about a resumption of the Assembly and the Executive, because I think people need decisions made at local level, and alongside the confidence that will come from having the Executive and Assembly restored, and alongside dealing with the legacy issues, because all of us meet families who have been bereaved, who have never got justice, and that comes to our own city, to my own constituency in Cavan, Monaghan and adjoining counties of Louth as well, where there were murders, bombings, people lost their lives, and unfortunately nobody has been brought to justice. And those issues need to be dealt with. And I think I made the point here in this committee before that everybody's getting older, and there are families now who are worried that they will be gone to their eternal reward and they never have seen justice for their sibling, their parent, their son or their daughter. And that's one thing people would say to me, Brendan, I'll be gone, and unfortunately we not have got the truth about who murdered my brother or sister. So I think there's an urgency needs to be attached to this particular work at government level and within the NGO sector as well. Just in the course of my constituency work yesterday, I just came across a member from Garda Síochána. He was just asking me about what did I think was the chances of progress in the Northern Ireland talks, and I was saying to him, I sincerely hope that there will be progress, because we need that. And he just remarked to me that he was a young Garda recruit. On the 16th of December 1983, it was the anniversary of the murder of Garda recruit Gary Sheehan and Patrick Kelly during that awful conflict, where two very young men lost their lives in that kidnapping incident in County Leitrim. So he was just saying we want to ensure that we never go back to that era in our country, and we don't want a vacuum in politics either. So I just commend you on the work that you do, not just in our own country but abroad as well. And I have to say myself, and I'm sure most people aren't aware of the international dimension to your work as much as we should be, but we welcome the opportunity to listen to you today and to compliment you, wish you well in the work that you undertake.